deep within the ancient, whispering woods of Thrace, where the autumn leaves turned to gold and the air grew crisp. Two small birds perched upon a mossy branch. One was a swallow, sleek and dark. The other was a nightingale, modest in her brown plumage, but possessing a voice that could make the stars weep. To the forest, they were just birds, but to each other, they were sisters, Progné and Philomèle. The swallow, Progné, huddled her feathers against the wind. "The cold is unbearable," she chirped, her voice trembling. "I miss the warmth of the palace hearths. I miss the soft silks. Why must we suffer the harshness of the wild?" The nightingale, Philomèle, tilted her head, her dark eyes reflecting the fading sun. "You complain of the cold, sister?" Philomèle sang softly. "But I complain of the hawk. Every time I open my beak to sing, I risk his talons. The forest is full of teeth and claws. We are prey here." A heavy silence fell between them. The wind rustled the dry leaves, sounding like whispered secrets. Progné looked down at her small feathered wings. "At least the hawk only seeks our bodies," she murmured. "He does not seek our souls." Philomèle's song died in her throat. She remembered the loom. She remembered weaving her horrific story into a tapestry when her tongue had been stolen. She remembered the look in her sister's eyes when the truth was revealed. "And what of the feast?" Philomèle whispered, the memory dark and heavy. "What of the little boy? What of the king who ate his own son?" Progné shivered, and it was not from the cold. She remembered the banquet. She remembered the horror on the king's face. She remembered the chase, the god's pity, and the sudden, shocking transformation into feathers and beaks. "We fled the cruelty of a man," Progné said, her voice barely a breath. "But we could not flee the cruelty within ourselves. We were monsters, Philomèle. We were worse than the hawk." Philomèle nodded slowly. The hawk hunted only to survive. The swallow and the nightingale had hunted out of vengeance. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in bruises of purple and red. "Let the hawk come," Philomèle said finally, spreading her wings. "Let the winter freeze my bones. I would rather be a hunted bird than a human queen again." Progné took flight, her forked tail cutting through the twilight. "Agreed, sister. Let us sing. It is the only redemption we have left." And together, the swallow and the nightingale flew into the darkening woods, their songs mingling in the cool air, a beautiful haunting melody of survival and penance. La Fontaine reminds us, whatever dangers we face in the present, they pale in comparison to the horrors of a guilty past. Be grateful for the simple life you lead today, for it is a mercy compared to the monsters we might have been.